What are you doing up so late?
I can't fall asleep. My neck hurts.
Remember, our dinner reservation is at 6 p.m.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm not going to be able to make it to dinner tonight. My knees are killing me.
Are you a man over 40 who's struggling with lower back and other joint pains? If you are, believe me, I totally understand. You know, sometimes it just seems so unfair and unbearable. Well, look I know for a fact that my joint pains were caused by this. Now hold that thought, and I'll explain what this means later. Now, is the pain so severe that you can't fall asleep? And maybe you can't get up because you've been tossing and turning all night long trying to fall asleep. What about this? Does sitting down for long periods of time hurt because your back is acting up? And you can't stand up either, all because of the same damn reason. Now look, that's just the tip of the iceberg. For many men, it goes way beyond the pain. It's literally ruining your everyday lives, such as your performance at work and especially your sex life with the woman that you love. However, I'm here to show you that getting older doesn't mean you have to live with the common pains and health concerns typically associated with aging. Now, when it comes to bone and joint health, Harvard University says if you're having the occasional twinge of joint pain, one step toward prevention is to check your weight. Sounds simple, right? That's right, guys, especially your belly fat. Just 1 pound of belly fat can add an exponentially greater amount of pressure to your knees, back, and other joints. And the real bad news for most men is that the average man over 40 is about 20 pounds over their ideal weight. And when you think about it, that's a lot of pressure on your joints, especially the longer you carry around that extra weight. But how much damage is it really causing? Well, with that in mind, I want you to consider this. Can you guess how many pounds of painful pressure 20 pounds of belly fat actually has on your joints? Is it A, 25 pounds of pressure, B, 35 pounds, C, 55, or D, 80 plus pounds? So just hold on, guys, and I'll reveal that answer in just 2 minutes. As time passes, you're starting to notice that these so-called old man pains you once joked about are happening more and more frequently. You think it's probably due to a lack of exercise or dieting. When most men attempt to eat less or healthier, or maybe even try working out more often to fix the issue, we see little to no results. And in the back of your mind, you wonder, is this how I'm going to have to live the rest of my life from now on? The answer is hell no, because it's just not about how healthy you eat or how much you can work out. Now, for older men like us, it's actually all about keeping our testosterone at peak levels, because testosterone is 100% correlated to the amount of belly fat that a man carries around. Now, Men's Health magazine reports that belly fat contains aromatase, an enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen, which is the main sex hormone in a woman. Now, if you want to look like a woman, that's up to you, but I don't care for it. Having extra estrogen floating around your system triggers your body to slow its production of testosterone. And the less testosterone you make, the more belly fat you accumulate. It's just a vicious, emasculating cycle. Look, guys, the bottom line is this. The higher your testosterone levels are, the more fat you will burn. And not only that, but the better you will look and feel both mentally and physically. However, conversely, the lower your testosterone levels are, the slower your fat-burning metabolism will be, and the more belly fat you will store, resulting in less energy, lower libido, and, unfortunately, more joint pains. Testosterone levels actually peak at around 18 to 20 years old. And after that, guys, it can actually drop by up to 1 to 2% a year. So by the time you're 40, or even 60 like me, your testosterone production can be down 50% or more compared to when you were a lot younger. And that's why you start noticing more and more gradual weight gain, joint pain, and even a loss of confidence in yourself. Okay, guys, so look, it looks like my 2 minutes are up. So let's get back to that one question I asked earlier. Can you guys guess how many pounds of painful pressure 20 pounds of belly fat actually has on your joints? Was it 25 pounds of pressure, 35, 55, or maybe, just maybe, 80 plus pounds? Believe it or not, it's actually 80 damn plus pounds of pressure per step or movement that you make. And here's why. You see, each pound of belly fat that you have will put 4 extra pounds of pressure onto your joints, such as your lower back and knees. And since the average guy is about 20 pounds over their ideal weight, This means that you're actually applying 80 pounds of extra pressure with every step you take. No wonder why most men have such unbearable joint pains. And listen to this, this gets even crazier. WebMD reveals that a new study shows that for each pound of body weight lost, there is a 4-pound reduction in knee or joint stress. And researchers say the results indicate that even modest weight loss may significantly lighten the load on your joints. In fact, Stephen P. Messier, a doctor from Wake Forest University, actually wrote that the accumulated reduction in knee load for a 1-pound loss in weight would be more than 4,800 pounds per mile walked. Now, since the average man walks about 3 miles a day, 10 pounds less of belly fat for a man equals 144,000 pounds less of pressure on your knees and back per day. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, picture this. If you can lose that 20 pounds of belly fat that you may be carrying, most of your pains will probably go away. It makes sense, right? And if you want to get rid of that extra belly fat and the physical pain that's been holding you back as a man, the key is to start increasing your testosterone levels immediately before you even think about working out more or eating another salad. Because most workouts and diets actually aren't meant for us older guys, especially men with joint issues. Workouts such as cardio and most weightlifting exercises can actually decrease a man's testosterone levels even further. And on top of it all, starving yourself with diets will actually prevent you from getting those key testosterone-boosting nutrients that you so sorely need. Trying to work out and diet with low testosterone levels is a lose-lose proposition because it will only stress your hormone levels even further and can even shut down the remaining testosterone production that you still may have. And this is the main reason why so many men fail on programs or diets that they have tried. So remember, it's all about your testosterone levels. In fact, I had to learn this the hard way. Now remember the image I showed you earlier? It's the testosterone results of when I had my worst back pains in my life. Man, I had to lay on my bed just to put my pants on. Don't laugh, guys, because I know you know what I'm talking about. So when I went to see my doctor about it, he suggested that I check my testosterone levels. And there it was, guys, as plain as day. My testosterone levels were around 250 nanograms per deciliter or so. And this is definitely not good. Now look at, this wasn't one of my finer moments, but you can definitely see how my belly fat was dragging me down. Now the optimal testosterone level where a man over 40 must be in order to see a lean, active, and healthy body, and even have visible abs like I do today, needs to be at 1,000 nanograms per deciliter or even more. And in just a second, my good friend and training partner, Mark McKillier, is going to show you a simple way to boost your testosterone without dieting and even trying those younger men workouts where you might damage your joints even further. Okay guys, just so you know this is actually what I personally used and still use today to keep my pains away. And even better, have a body like this in my mid-60s. So guys, this is important, very, very important. If you want to get rid of your belly fat, along with the lingering pains we older men have to deal with, you need to pay strict attention to the short video in the next few life-changing minutes. And remember, like I always like to say, you're never too old and it's never too late. And I'll see you there.
You're sick of having belly fat and you're frustrated by how hard it seems to lose it. Even though you try to take care of yourself, it just seems like nothing you do works to lose that stubborn fat. It makes you feel self-conscious, even when you're wearing a shirt, and it bothers you to feel your belly hanging over your belt all day. You're starting to feel the effects of aging. Less energy, softer body, less motivation and drive. You feel your body declining, and you want to do something to reverse it. For me, I had a moment of realization looking at myself in the mirror and seeing how far I'd let myself go. I used to be an athlete in high school, and now I was a pudgy old man. Like me, you may have even struggled with one of the most humiliating issues a man can ever face, erectile dysfunction. I can tell you, the first time this happened to me with a woman I loved, it was absolutely awful. And when I continued to have problems making love to her, let me tell you, it made me feel impotent, weak, and like I really wasn't a man. Now, maybe it's only happened to you a few times, or maybe you take ED drugs to mask the problem. But there's a creeping fear in the back of your mind that the problem will only get worse, and that you may not ever be able to enjoy a great love life again. This makes you feel like you've lost your manhood altogether. And what about not satisfying your wife? It's terrible leaving her disappointed, and you're afraid she might look elsewhere for satisfaction. You've seen men rapidly decline in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, and you're afraid the same thing will be happening to you soon. And most of all, you're afraid that nothing will ever work to lose your stubborn belly fat. And you know it goes beyond just being unattractive and disgusting. Carrying around excess belly fat is actually a huge risk to your health. Harvey B. Simon, MD of Harvard Medical School, even reported that abdominal obesity or belly fat increases the risk of heart attack, stroke, diabetes, erectile dysfunction, and other woes. The research goes on to explain that belly fat pumps out certain immune system chemicals that can actually increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. The study suggests that one of the reasons that excess visceral belly fat is so harmful could be its location near the portal vein, which carries blood from the intestinal area to the liver. The problem with this is that all of your body's most vital organs are located in your midsection. And if blood flow in your midsection is disrupted, serious health complications will arise. This should be your greatest motivation to get in shape as an older man. While it's great to look more attractive and feel more confident, the most important reason to lose belly fat is that it will cause you to live longer and dramatically improve your quality of life. And I'm sure you know you urgently need to lose your belly fat, since it's scientifically proven that this visceral fat is slowly killing you. But as a guy who struggled with belly fat myself, I know it's much easier said than done. So why is it so much harder for us older men to lose our belly fat than it is for younger men? Why do our bodies and our health decline with age? Well, the current medical consensus is that many of the problems us older men face are caused by one thing: our testosterone. Specifically, our problems are caused by the age-related decline of our testosterone production. Now, I didn't want to believe that I had a problem with my testosterone when I was overweight, but fortunately, my doctor, Dr. Don Allen Sawyer, made me aware of the importance of tests in older men. Here's his explanation of the importance of testosterone he gave me that changed everything for me.
Testosterone is the hormone that makes you a man. It makes it easier to lose belly fat, gain muscle, and get visible abs. It increases libido, energy, confidence, and makes you more attractive to women. The problem older men face is that testosterone typically declines by about 1% after the age of 30. That may not sound like a lot, but it has a huge effect on you. If older men want to lose their belly fat, it's critically important they boost their testosterone. And if you're an older man who's been struggling to lose belly fat, low T is probably the reason why.
Now, if you've tried and failed to lose your belly fat before, I hope Dr. Sawyer's medical expertise has helped you realize that it's not your fault. It's not a matter of being lazy or needing more discipline, because without the right hormones, losing your belly fat is virtually impossible. Losing your belly fat and getting the body you had in your youth isn't just a matter of cutting calories and working out harder. The main factor in older men getting in shape is testosterone, and you need to focus on improving this hormone if you want to finally lose your belly fat and live the life you deserve. And since nobody ever told you about this before, you shouldn't consider the belly fat you're carrying around as a reminder that you're failing or that you did something wrong. It's not your fault. But now that you know about the importance of testosterone, it is your responsibility to fix the root cause of your health problems. Now, here's the good news. Many men think that testosterone levels are just determined by genetics and that they can't do anything about it. But that's actually not true. There are actually 3 vitamins, minerals, and herbs that have been proven to have a beneficial effect on your testosterone. And I'm going to show you exactly what they are in just a minute. Not only this, but I'm going to show you some exciting new scientific research for what may be the most potent and effective nutrient for boosting testosterone ever discovered. I'll show you the proof it works, plus you'll see exactly how you can get your hands on it. But before we get into that, I want to talk to you about something very serious. Now that you know about the importance of testosterone, you might be wondering, why don't I just start taking testosterone injections? Of course, you're smart enough to know that injecting yourself with illegal drugs is a terrible idea. But you might have been tempted by the possibility of getting prescription steroids, also called testosterone replacement therapy, or TRT. And it's a very good question to ask, because if you've ever seen anyone on these injections before, it's undeniably they're extremely effective. Men on TRT typically report it's easier to lose belly fat, build muscle, and that they have more energy throughout the day. And of course, their libido and attractiveness to women is dramatically improved. In fact, TRT is so effective that many men consider it the holy grail of getting in shape. But there are some serious side effects and downsides to taking TRT that you may not know about. According to WebMD, side effects of TRT include a wide range of rather undesirable side effects. The first side effect reported from TRT is decreased testicular size. Since you are injecting hormones, your testicles adapt by producing less testosterone. They atrophy and might become embarrassingly small. Next is male breast growth, or gynecomastia. And that's because the male body contains small amounts of the female sex hormone estrogen, along with testosterone. However, when you ramp up your T levels unnaturally, the body automatically responds with increasing estrogen levels in order to rebalance your hormones. But the excess estrogen can cause feminized characteristics to the male body, such as changes in voice pitch, fluctuations in temper or aggression, mood swings, excess water weight, and worst of all, male breast tissue growth. Now remember, although TRT is legal, it is similar to illegal anabolic steroids. And the reality is, injecting yourself with steroids is going to have serious psychological side effects. But most importantly, TRT may put your health at risk. TRT is proven to increase risk of blood clots and may even increase your risk of heart attack and stroke. But it doesn't stop there. Do you know what the most severe side effect of TRT is? It suppresses your body's natural ability to produce testosterone. According to Richard A. Watson, MD, many men placed on TRT may be risking long-term suppression of testicular function. This means that if you ever come off your injections, you will experience a horrifying crash and be at risk for feminization. Now, I'm not a doctor, and I legally can't make any recommendations for what medical treatment you seek. And while I'm not a doctor or a medical expert, in my opinion, the risks of TRT tremendously outweigh the benefits. I would never take illegal or prescription steroids myself, and I would never recommend them to my clients either. However, there is an easier, less risky fix. Now, I want you to imagine something for a minute. What if it was possible to get the lean physique and enhanced masculinity testosterone injections give you without the horrifying side effects? Up until recently, the scientific consensus was that this was impossible. However, breakthrough new research may make this possible for you. And in just a minute, I'll share this research with you and show you the exact steps you need to take to start naturally boosting your testosterone. So, now you know that although prescription steroids are powerful, they also have brutal side effects. Not only will you become dependent on the drugs, you'll risk your health and experience feminization if you ever come off your weekly injections. But you might be wondering, what about testosterone supplements? Could those be a way to boost your testosterone without the side effects? And unfortunately, in most cases, the answer is no. This is for two reasons. First of all, most testosterone supplements are not science-based. This means that although they claim to boost your testosterone, there isn't actually any proof that the ingredients in the supplements actually do that. Now, there are 3 nutrients that have thorough scientific evidence supporting their test-boosting effects, and I'm going to share them with you in just a minute, along with the actual clinical studies proving that they are effective. The problem is that many testosterone supplements don't even contain proven T-boosting ingredients. And even if they do have one or two of the required ingredients, they definitely don't contain them in the clinically proven doses. Now, it is true that there are actually some natural supplements out there that can boost your testosterone, but even these supplements have a serious second problem. Any supplement that elevates your testosterone production is also going to trigger your body to produce more aromatase. Now, aromatase is an enzyme that converts testosterone to estrogen, which is the female sex hormone. This means you'll experience many of the same side effects as TRT and illegal steroids, just not as severely. And this is why I don't recommend most testosterone boosters to my clients. Most don't actually boost your testosterone, and even when they do, they also increase your estrogen, which puts you at risk for feminizing side effects. Up until recently, there was no solution to this aromatase problem. However, there have been some very exciting scientific breakthroughs recently that could change that. Researchers have actually discovered a food extract which is proven to suppress aromatase and thereby prevent your testosterone from being converted to estrogen. And the good news is, it's a very common and inexpensive food you can find at any grocery store. It's critical you consume this food if you're trying to boost your testosterone naturally, and I'll show you what it is in just a minute. But first, let me show you the 3 key nutrients that are actually proven by scientific research to boost testosterone. If you eat foods with these nutrients in combination with estrogen suppressing foods, I think you're going to experience amazing results with your body. The first is vitamin D. Vitamin D is one of the most proven ingredients for boosting testosterone. Many studies have shown that men who are deficient in vitamin D significantly increase their testosterone just by taking it. And the fact is, the majority of men are deficient in vitamin D these days. So chances are you can tremendously benefit from taking it. According to WebMD, vitamin D can be found in small amounts in a few foods, including fatty fish, such as herring, mackerel, sardines, and tuna. To make vitamin D more available, it is added to dairy products, juices, and cereals that are then said to be fortified with vitamin D. But most vitamin D, 80 to 90% of what the body gets, is obtained through exposure to sunlight. So if you regularly spend most of your days outdoors in the sun and you live in a hot climate, you probably don't have to worry about vitamin D. But if you're like most men and you spend less than a few hours in the sun each day, you're probably deficient. Not only this, but I feel that the USDA's recommendation for daily vitamin D intake is insufficient. It was made when most men spent all day in the sun doing manual labor as a means of income. But these days, most men spend the majority of their days indoors in office settings. This means that even if you're taking a multivitamin with 100% of the USDA's daily allowance of vitamin D, you could probably benefit from taking more. Because of this, I personally take 4,000 IUs of the highest quality vitamin D daily. And it's what I recommend to all my clients as well. And although I've seen great results from this, I want to remind you again, I'm not a doctor, and that you should always talk with your doctor before making any changes to your diet, exercise routine, or supplementation. The second nutrient that's proven to boost testosterone is a herb called fenugreek. Its name literally means Greek hay, and it's one of the oldest cultivated medicinal plants in both Europe and Asia. In some cultures, it's used in cooking as a herb to flavor foods. But what's really caught the attention of medical researchers lately is the potential of fenugreek to boost testosterone. American researchers at the University of Mary Hardin-Baylor recently did a study with 30 resistance-trained men. They were randomly assigned to 2 groups, with one group receiving a placebo and one group receiving 500 milligrams of fenugreek daily. Both groups had their testosterone measured at the beginning of the study and after 8 weeks. And the researchers concluded that fenugreek, quote, significantly affected body fat percentage, total testosterone, and bioavailable testosterone compared with the placebo in a double-blind fashion. And there are many other studies on fenugreek which support these results, but this should give you a good idea of its potential. I highly recommend daily supplementation with fenugreek for all men in light of these study results. And I'll show you exactly how you can find a high-quality fenugreek supplement in just a minute. Now, although vitamin D and fenugreek are proven to boost testosterone, there is a final nutrient I'm about to identify that has some of the most incredible research-backed effects when it comes to testosterone. In fact, many scientists refer to it as the master testosterone-boosting nutrient because the evidence supporting it is so overwhelming and because it has been shown to have a greater effect on T than most other ingredients combined. The scientific name of this master testosterone-boosting nutrient is D-aspartic acid. I asked my doctor, Dr. Don Salyer, to explain what D-aspartic acid is and how it can help you boost your testosterone. Now listen up closely, because when he explained this to me, it changed everything. It's the key to how I'm easily able to stay lean and belly fat free. Now, I hope hearing from Dr. Salyer showed you why the scientific community refers to D-aspartic acid as the master testosterone boosting nutrient. The evidence behind its effectiveness is so strong, in my opinion, I believe every man should be supplementing with it. Now, just to recap, the 3 ingredients that I feel are the most proven to boost testosterone are vitamin D, fenugreek, and the master testosterone boosting nutrition, D-aspartic acid. Now that you know this, you'll be far more informed when buying testosterone supplements. If your supplement contains these ingredients in the right doses, it will probably be effective. And if your supplement does not contain these ingredients, chances are there isn't much scientific evidence proving it will boost your test at all. But remember, even natural testosterone boosting nutrients like these have one very negative side effect: increasing aromatase. This means that although taking these ingredients will boost your testosterone, some studies show that they may also increase the rate at which testosterone is converted to estrogen in your body. But there's recently been another scientific breakthrough which may solve this aromatase problem for good. And the best part about it is that these studies show that aromatase can be inhibited by consuming one of the cheapest and most common foods in the world. What scientists have found to be one of the most effective natural solutions for blocking aromatase and suppressing estrogen is common white button mushrooms. That's right, studies show that these common mushrooms you can find in any grocery store help suppress aromatase and estrogen. This study by testosterone expert Ali Kuapala says it best, quote, "In one study, the researchers at Beckman Research Institute found out that an extract prepared from white button mushrooms decreased the activity of aromatase enzyme and estrogen levels in a dose-dependent manner. In simple terms, greater doses of the mushroom extract equals less estrogen levels. Plus, in a long-term Chinese study, the researchers found out that white button mushrooms, along with green tea, were able to inhibit aromatase enzyme activity. According to the researchers, the reduction was statistically significant. So as you can see, there's clinical evidence that proves how you can actually decrease your estrogen levels via inhibiting the activity of the aromatase enzyme. Therefore, white button mushrooms should indirectly also boost your testosterone levels. Not to mention, white button mushrooms are dirt cheap to buy. And unlike the majority of other natural testosterone boosters that may have 1 to 2 shaky theories to back their formulas, the effectiveness of this mushroom extract is proven by multiple double-blind human studies. which is why it's the only food I recommend to my clients to support healthy estrogen levels, and by healthy, I mean minimal. Now, here's the problem with white button mushrooms. You need to consume a lot of them on a daily basis to experience these benefits. In fact, to reap the most benefits, some researchers believe you should consume at least 8 ounces or half a pound of mushrooms on a daily basis. Now, I personally don't like the taste of mushrooms, and I know I could never eat half a pound of mushrooms every day. And if you feel the same way, you're in luck, because fortunately, there's a solution. Scientists have found a way to extract the vital compounds in white button mushrooms so that they can be taken in a pill form. And the good news is that this white button mushroom extract is proven to provide the same aromatase inhibiting benefits without requiring you to eat huge amounts of mushrooms every day. Because of this, I would also consider white button mushroom extract a critically important ingredient in any testosterone supplement. And when you're looking for a testosterone supplement, make sure it contains white button mushroom extract to reduce the chances of experiencing feminizing side effects. Okay, so at this point in the presentation, I want to congratulate you because you've taken the time to educate yourself. You now have a huge advantage over every other guy in boosting your testosterone. You won't waste years taking supplements that don't work. You'll know exactly what to look for in the supplements you buy, so you know they're based in science and proven to boost your T. To recap, the ingredients I feel all testosterone boosters should contain are vitamin D, fenugreek, D-aspartic acid, which is the master testosterone boosting nutrient, and white button mushroom extract to reduce aromatase and estrogen production. And let me tell you, if I had known about these ingredients back when I was struggling with my belly fat, it would have saved me loads of time and money. Now, back when I struggled with my belly fat, I tried everything to lose it. I tried going on a diet, doing lots of jogging, lifting weights, and nothing seemed to work for me. It was incredibly frustrating because I was putting so much effort in, but seeing so little results. After a while, I slowly became aware of the importance of testosterone in older men. And I realized that I needed to increase my testosterone to get the body I wanted. But like I said, at the time I didn't even know it was even possible to do it naturally with these key ingredients. I had to do a ton of research. It took me around an entire year to develop a test-boosting workout program that finally got rid of my body fat, and you might know this workout system today as my Abs After 40 program. Now, if you're familiar with my Abs After 40 workout course, you know that finding natural ways to boost your testosterone through exercise and diet was the most important part of my transformation. But it's undeniable that if I had the help of these key test-boosting nutrients, I would have definitely got in shape much faster. And about a year ago, I decided to share these scientific findings on the 3 natural T-boosting ingredients with my friend Toby, who is in his early 60s and currently in the worst shape of his life. Toby was one of those guys who had tried everything out and couldn't see any results. In fact, out of desperation, he was literally just days away from setting a consultation for his first TRT treatment. But I didn't want him to risk the side effects of steroids or TRT, especially if a natural, effective, and most importantly, proven method was out there. So I decided to look into buying natural testosterone boosters for him to test out. However, we were surprised to see that many of the test boosters we found online did not contain ingredients that had scientific proof validating their effectiveness. What finally changed everything for Toby was when he and I met Dr. Sawyer, and he educated us further about the medically proven effectiveness of vitamin D, fenugreek, D-aspartic acid, and white button mushroom extract, and introduced me to the one supplement that contained all 3 key ingredients: Test Reload. He knew of Test Reload because the formulators behind the supplement, Afterburn Laboratories, are actually local. In fact, Afterburn Laboratories is no more than 15 minutes from his very own office. So of course I started taking it myself, and I was shocked at how much more ripped and how much easier it was for me to get into even better shape. But the most shocking part was what happened to Toby. His energy, mood, stamina, and physical appearance did a complete turnaround. Personally, it took me months and months, matter of fact, over a year, to finally come close to the body I have today. But Toby was able to look like this in less than half the time. Heck, I was jealous that I didn't know about this supplement earlier. If I did, I guarantee you that I would have had a much easier time with this huge advantage from Test Reload. And ever since then, it's been a regular part of my supplementation schedule. And that's because it's the only test-boosting supplement that truly contains all three of the most highly verified ingredients in the clinically proven doses. Once you look at the label yourself, you'll see it contains high-quality forms of vitamin D, fenugreek, and most importantly, D-aspartic acid. Not only this, but Test Reload is also the only testosterone supplement that's also designed to help your body suppress estrogen. It contains a full dose of white button mushroom extract to prevent the feminizing side effects that might result from taking cheaper testosterone boosters. In fact, I highly recommend every man over 40 to take this. Even if you're not working out as much as you'd like to, this will definitely help your mood, energy levels, and of course, keep your body's appearance to look more youthful. But if you're taking this with your workouts, especially with the Abs After 40 hormone training workouts, you'll see results in half the time you'd normally expect. That's the true power of revitalizing your hormone health. And that's why currently I advise all my clients to do the same. Not to mention, it changed the life of my friend Toby. I firmly believe that Test Reload is the most effective testosterone supplement on the market today, and that's why I'm a brand advocate for this supplement. And if you want to lose your belly fat, have more energy, and get a body like you had in your youth, I highly recommend that you see if you qualify to take Test Reload today. To see if you qualify to get access to Test Reload, click the button below right now. I'll ask you to answer a few simple questions to see if Test Reload is right for you, and if it is, you'll be given immediate access. If you're given access, you'll check out through my secure order form and your Test Reload will arrive in a matter of days. Click the button below now to see if you qualify for Test Reload so you can start building the body you've always wanted. Now, I want you to know that you can see great results just by adding Test Reload to your current routine. Even if you make no changes to your exercise routine or diet, Test Reload will help you to optimize your hormones and you'll notice a visible change in your body. However, I want you to know you'll get the most out of your Test Reload if you also combine it with a basic diet that's proven to support testosterone and a basic exercise routine to boost testosterone. I personally did to get the body I have today, and if you can do it as well, it'll really help you get the most out of your supplement. That's why if you qualify for Test Reload, I'm going to give you my introductory nutrition and exercise courses for free. They're simple, effective, and easy for you to get started with, even if you've never tried to eat healthy or exercise before. First, you'll get my Done For You Diet Nutrition Program. This is a simple diet which is customized to you based on what's called your somatotype, or the type of metabolism you have. All you have to do is answer a few questions, and my proprietary software will determine your somatotype and create a simple, customized eating plan specifically for you. The best part about this plan is that it's specifically designed to enhance the effects of Test Reload. It's focused on foods that naturally boost testosterone, so it'll really enhance the effects of your supplement. I sell the Done For You diet for $97 by itself, but when you sign up for Test Reload, you'll get it for free. Next, you'll get access to the Fit in 15-Minute workout program. This is a simple exercise routine you can use to enhance the effects of Test Reload. The best part is it requires no equipment. It can be done in just 15 minutes a day. It's simple enough for anyone to do, even if you've never exercised before. But it's also designed so it can be challenging enough even if you're experienced with working out. You'll access your workouts through my app, so you can watch your videos on any phone or tablet. The Fit in 15 course retails for $47, but again, when you sign up for Test Reload, you'll get it for free. Why am I including my best diet and workout courses for free when you sign up for Test Reload? Well, it's because I don't just see you as a customer. I see you as a man who is in the same position that I once was, as well as my friend Toby once was. And if you qualify for Test Reload, I want to make sure you have access to everything you need to get the most out of your supplement. Remember, even if you don't ever use any of this stuff and just add Test Reload to your current routine, you'll see great results. But you'll see the fastest and most dramatic results if you do what I did, which is to combine Test Reload with the right workout and diet to amplify its effect. So click the button below to see if you qualify for Test Reload. You'll just have to answer a few simple questions, and my software will tell you instantly whether you're a good candidate. And if you qualify, it'll just be a few simple clicks more to claim your Test Reload. Remember, you're getting almost $200 in bonuses for free when you sign up. So don't procrastinate. Click the button below and see if you qualify for Test Reload now. So at this point, you're familiar with the science behind Test Reload, and you've seen firsthand the impact it had on my own body and life. And if you're still watching this, it means that you really want to claim your Test Reload, but you also want to be 100% sure you're making the right decision. So, to give you 100% confidence you're making the right decision today, I'm going to give you Mark's ironclad 100% money-back guarantee. Try Test Reload out for a full 60 days and see the effect it has on your body and your life firsthand. Feel the increased energy, see your stomach start to flatten, and confirm for yourself that everything I'm telling you is for real. If you're not happy with Test Reload for any reason at all, then I don't want you to pay. Simply mail me back your bottle of Test Reload and I'll give you a complete refund. No hassles, no questions asked. As a matter of fact, even if you take all the pills and just send me back the empty container, I'll give you a full refund. That's how confident I am that once you try Test Reload, you'll realize that it gives you a huge advantage in getting in shape and in all aspects of your life. Now, before I end this presentation, I want you to imagine something. I want you to imagine how your life will be different if you're able to qualify for Test Reload. Imagine how excited you'll be if you find you're a good candidate to receive Test Reload, and how much confidence it will give you right away to have this advantage over other men. Picture yourself ordering with a few simple clicks and getting your Test Reload in the mail just a few days later. Imagine yourself taking just a few little pills daily, and just a couple of weeks, start feeling like a new man. What would your life be like if you had more masculinity, vitality, and energy? Imagine yourself having limitless energy to push yourself in the gym, to pursue your career goals, and just to have fun and start enjoying life again. And I guarantee that within just a couple of weeks of taking Test Reload, women will notice a difference as well. What would it be like to be more magnetically attractive to women and be confident in your lovemaking abilities like you were in your youth? And finally, picture a little bit of your belly fat melting off each day now that you've decided to make this change. Imagine seeing a big visible difference in your body in just a couple of weeks, and in a few months, you're getting a better body than you had in your youth. And most importantly, imagine how great you'll feel about yourself for years after making this change. I did it myself, and I can promise you, you'll look back on your decision to take control of your testosterone as the best decision you've ever made. So click the button below now to claim your Test Reload. Don't hesitate. See if you qualify today so you can get the body and life you've always wanted. Now, I want to walk you through one final mental exercise before we end this presentation. I want you to imagine what will happen when you leave this website and if you fail to take action today. What will your life be like if you just continue doing what you've always been doing? Well, that's just common sense. Your body and your life will continue on the same path of gradual decline they're on right now. Look down at the belly fat, which bothers you so much when it hangs out over your belt. And imagine if every year your stomach fat gradually gets worse and worse. Imagine your body gradually getting softer, weaker, and flabbier every year. Picture age-related testosterone decline taking its toll every year until one day you look in the mirror and can barely recognize what you've become. And it's not just your belly fat. Imagine what's going to happen to your career when you're viewed as a weak old man. And worst of all, think about what it's going to be like to be too impotent to please the woman you love. And worst of all, imagine the regret you'll be filled with if you don't take action today. If you allow your age-related testosterone decline to get so severe, by the time you finally decide to do something about it, it's too late. Picture living out the rest of your life in unhappiness, wishing that you had done something to change things while you could. The good news is this doesn't have to happen. You have the opportunity to change your hormones, your body, and your life starting today. So click the button below now to see if you qualify for Test Reload. Thanks for taking the time to educate yourself with this presentation, and I'll see you on the next page. Okay, still there? If you are, it means that you really want to claim your Test Reload, but you might just have a quick question or two you want answered before you buy. I'll answer a few of the most common questions now. Whenever you feel like you're ready to sign up, you can click the button below to see if you qualify. Question number 1 is Test Reload scientifically proven to work? Test Reload is formulated with ingredients which have been proven to boost testosterone in rigorously conducted clinical trials. And I've walked you through some of this research in this presentation to show you there is real science behind this supplement. Also, you may have noticed in the bottom right corner of this website that Test Reload is doctor trusted. That means that all claims made in this video and website have been reviewed by a doctor, and they're verified that what I'm telling you is based on science. However, once again, I must emphasize, I'm not a doctor myself. Because of this, I cannot legally make any claims about Test Reload or what it is proven to do. And you must always talk with your doctor before making any changes to your exercise routine, diet, medication, or supplementation. But you should also remember that I'm giving a 100% money-back guarantee with Test Reload, so you can try it out at my risk. And there would be no way I could afford this unless the vast majority of men who tried Test Reload agreed that it worked. Question number 2 is, who qualifies to take Test Reload and who does not? To qualify for Test Reload, you must meet the following criteria. You must be over 40 years old, and you must not be taking any type of steroids or testosterone-enhancing illegal drugs. This is because I want Test Reload to be an advantage that evens the playing field for us older guys, not something that younger guys use to jack their hormones to unsafe levels. Question number 3, how long will it take to ship to me? 5 to 7 business days in the U.S. and 7 to 14 business days outside the U.S. Question number 4, if I'm not satisfied, how do I take advantage of the money-back guarantee? Simply send in the bottle for refund. We will provide a detailed explanation of how to return the supplement upon your email or phone request so that you can get your money back fast. Question number 5. I'm currently training with Abs After 40 or Six-Pack Shortcuts. Will Test Reload work with these programs? Absolutely. In fact, it's especially designed to enhance the results from those programs. Question number 6. I have a question that wasn't answered here, or I'd like to speak to someone on the phone before signing up. Simple. Call the number on the screen or email admin@SixPackShortcuts.com. A supplementation coach on my team will answer any questions you need to help you get started. Question number 7. I'm having trouble ordering Test Reload. Can I order by phone? Yes, of course. Call the number on the screen and we'll get you set up in just a couple of quick minutes. Now again, I'm not a doctor, and legally I can't make any types of claims about the results you'll experience with Test Reload. And if you're experiencing health issues right now, I definitely cannot claim that Test Reload will be the solution to your health problems. But it's been proven that testosterone is one of the most important factors in male health. And Test Reload contains ingredients proven to boost testosterone in clinical trials. So if you want to finally regain your vitality and get the body and health back that you deserve, then the solution is simple. Give Test Reload a try. I guarantee you won't be sorry.